What is going on, my YouTube friends, my renegades? How we all living today? Our lovely moderator, Elizabeth, knew I was going through a little bit of hard times. I feel like I'm always going through hard times, but I was going to say when I react to Ren, I feel like there's always weird stuff going on, but then Ren posts and has videos up so often that it feels like maybe I'm the one going through hard times. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but always Ren to the rescue is what I'm trying to get at. And this is Ren's prized possessions, fan art, George Foreman's, and Frenchman. My dad hanging out up there? We'll call him the Frenchman. I appreciate this. I appreciate all the love and support, Elizabeth. I apologize for my energy being a little bit low, but it has been just like up and down, kind of back and forth. I actually don't really notice the peaks and the valleys anymore, which is kind of not a great thing, but it's also like helping me get out of the funk that I'm in. Anyways, that's another conversation. So let's watch this, y'all. I think this is going to be fun.
Welcome to my almost like cracked down looking chic hallway. We took a long time on this. We got an interior designer in just to decorate the walls to make it look a little bit.
Yeah, that's that authentic wall paint. They call that aged, road worn. That's what I'm looking for. They make this in Stratocasters too. You can find, but yes.
Like there's been a terrible struggle that took place. This is a door that's locked from the outside to keep people inside. This is our garden. It's the penthouse suite. As you can see, if you're a busking musician, you live a life of luxury.
Yep.
This is the bunch of planks. My name's Ren.
This is a bunch of planks. I like how he has to like literally turn his shoulders to walk by the building stuff to get to his apartment. And I've lived in some small places too, y'all. I have lived in some small places, but like...
This is our garden. It's the penthouse
beautiful
suite.
Garden.
As you can see, if you're a busking musician, you live a life of luxury. This is the bunch of planks. My name's Ren, and these are my most prized possessions. Number one, the Danelectro.
Ooh.
This guitar was the first ever guitar that I played a live show with, so
Cool.
I've never been able to get rid of it, even though I don't really play it much these days. It was the start of loving performance.
I have played, and I believe, I worked at the guitar store a long time ago. I have played those guitars. I believe I've sold them too. They're really cool. I don't know like the quality of this one, and it looks like it needs a little bit of love, like a little bit of lemon oil or something on the fretboard, but they're cool guitars. They bite really neat. They're almost like a tamer BC Rich meets an SG. They're kind of neat. They're really cool guitars.
So this is my first, number one, the Danelectro. I'm probably just gonna reel off all my guitars now, not really. But number two is my baby that I just play all the time.
You can tell it's American because it's got the white border here. I'm pretty sure, someone correct me. Someone tell me if I'm wrong. Don't let me ramble and be wrong. I'm pretty sure that this white trimming here means that it's American. It would say AM and then whatever the serial number is on the back. If it was MX, that means that it was built in the Mexican shop. But I'm pretty sure that white trim there means that it's American. It's just like nicer, higher model or whatever you want to call it, and that's how they kind of indicate it.
It needs a little bit of doctoring at the moment.
Yep, little surgery.
This is the Fender Telecaster, and I always wanted like a proper Fender Telecaster. It's like a 95 Japanese one.
Oh, it's Japanese. See, there you go. I was wrong. There you go.
I always wanted like a proper Fender Telecaster. It's like a 95 Japanese one. Common misconceptions: the American ones are better. Japanese ones, the Japanese people know how to make guitars. This is my baby and my number two.
So nonetheless, it was made in Japan, but that stripe around the edge, it like shows the higher quality of it, I guess, would be the more accurate statement. I was gonna say, and I'm not gonna try to correct myself too much, that I didn't know if they had overseas shops. Maybe they don't as much anymore today. But he said like 95 made in Japan, cool. More modern guitars aren't usually as cool as the vintage ones. But yeah, I just didn't know that they had overseas shops, and so I thought that would have distinguished it from a Mexican to an American. But Japanese one in one of the higher or nicer models too, that makes sense.
Possession number three is probably the George Foreman grill. Just because like I'm not a huge cooker, and this just cooks things really quickly and efficiently and just makes them really nice. I love grilling up aubergines, chops, anything that can grill, I will grill it. I cook.
Those were two made up words, right? What did he say?
Cooks things really quickly and efficiently and just makes them really nice. I love grilling up aubergines, chops.
What chops? What are chops? Oh, like pork chops. Oh, okay. I follow.
Really quickly and efficiently, and just makes them really nice. I love grilling up aubergines, chops.
You do steak
Anything
chops.
that can grill, I will grill it. I cook most of my meals on my George Foreman, and I'm not being sponsored to say that.
That'd be pretty sweet. And this is different now because Ren has popped. But like, I'm imagining you're like setting up for a date. You invite her over. You're cooking dinner. You're like, listen, dish is gonna take no time at all because I just got one. Just one dish. That's all.
Number 4, probably Adidas Socks.
Okay.
Just like, for some reason, they just do the job as socks. I love my Adidas socks, so I'm always wearing Adidas socks. And I'm not being sponsored to say that either.
Red Wing are my favorite socks. I don't like a sock that is size 6 to 15 or whatever. Miss me with all that. If it's size 10 to 12 or like even 8 to 12 isn't too bad, but like 10 size gap, no thank you. No thank you.
I've got lots of these things, so I've got lots of little bits of pieces of artwork that are done by my friends. I'm not a massive collector of art, but if it's done by somebody that I know and I love, it's like a little piece of them is in my house. So
I like
I've
that.
got paintings like dotted all over the place.
Can we talk about like, obviously Ren is dope, but like he talked about his music tastes being eclectic was one of the words he used. And then like, look at this, man. He's got a record player here. I think that's a tape player up top, unless that's just an amp. But yeah, man, like it's just neat. And it's just together. It's not pristine and perfect. It's just set up so you can use it. Like that's what you want. You want to be able to not have to think too much. Just put a record on, you know?
Little piece of them is in my house. So I've got paintings like dotted all over the place from people that I know.
Tiny keyboard.
Yeah, and it's just like a good way of having my friends surrounding me, which is nice. The most indestructible microphone on the planet, the SM58. As you can
it's
see,
sideways.
I've put that theory to the test. This thing has been through thick and thin with me in all sorts of weather, and it's still I think this one might have been stolen from a studio because it has the initials of somebody beginning with K scribbled onto it. I'm sorry.
Or someone talked him into buying it used with the sales pitch of it being indestructible. So it doesn't matter if it's used or new. You can save the money and just buy it from me. It's just got my engravings in it and my beer in the filter part of the the microphone. But he's totally correct here. Lots of jokes on the internet about SM58s being used as replacements for hammers. I believe this could have been just like a meme or a troll, but I believe that Shure baked a turkey dinner with their SM58 and SM57 series. I believe. Again, fact check me on that one.
Sorry, whoever you are, Kieran. I'm sorry, man, but I love this mic.
$110, $16 maybe.
That summer that we were busking, I've actually got 2 of these. Somebody turned up from Manchester. They got the train all the way down from Manchester, and they presented this painting of me and Sam, which is
cool.
nuts. Like, it has all our lyrics, and then the fact that they travelled all the way down to see us play on the street, and then to present this to us. So there's this one.
So these are, what are these? They're Yorkvilles, I want to say, with the power button on the bottom. I've got the smaller version, the 6-inch one, and it has a different horn too. The horn in mine is a little goofy. I don't like them. That's why I don't use them. I've got different speakers up here. But these actually sound really nice. They're really low-end responsive. The company that, if I'm correct on these being Yorkvilles, Yorkville's based out of Canada, and I've actually been to the warehouse. The guitar company I work for owned Yorkville. But anyways, so this is a pretty cool little setup, man. Like everyone and their dog recorded on MacBooks for a long time. I have the Mac computers. I have a Mac. All my guitar player buddies have Macs, and then these speakers like hit, man. And again, they're like almost indestructible. I have like a sister brand to that, but again, it's just like a little bit. I think Yorkville bought these guys, but anyways, just different style of speaker. But that's what these are, man. I used to sell these too. Been to their factory.
So this kind of counts as one, these 2, and then there was this amazing one here.
Oh, cool.
Which is kind of like a playing card. It's really wicked when the art that you're making inspires other people to make art, because then it's
super
like this
cool
domino effect of really cool things. So these 2 things, I love them. Keep them by my bed. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever tried to move a piano.
Yep.
But it's not easy. So like we had 6 of us.
And through that tiny little walkway that he had too, with all the boards in it or whatever he said, the panels in it. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Trying to get up these stairs. We managed to get up about 3 stairs. And then we had to phone this piano removal man who charged me like a stupid amount of money to get it up there. It's very emasculating. He basically was like this 60-year-old guy who picked it up. in one and lifted it up the stairs, and we were like, 6 of us were just like, we're weak.
They've been doing it forever,
But
though.
it's
Old man strength is real, y'all.
here, and I love my piano. Like, I love playing my piano. I play this every day.
Super cool.
My Yamaha HS8s, like I used to.
Oh, Yamahas. God, I am out of it today, y'all. I apologize. Yamaha HS8s. That's what those ones are called. The Yorkville ones had the blue, and the Yamaha ones had the white. My apologies.
My Yamaha HS8s, like I used to mix on a pair of really
Mine are also Yamaha, so that was just a brain fart on me. My bad.
crap speakers, and I thought my mixing was great until I got these, and then I realized every song that I'd mixed is terrible because these are proper monitors, but they make everything just sound great, and they make my mixing a much more enjoyable process. So
that's important too. You got to be inspiring. You got to like enjoy the music you're hearing or creating to some degree, right? Like there is an extent of it that it's just cool that you're doing the thing, but that only really lasts so long, right? So.
DSLRs, I've got a couple of cameras. I just love filming things. I love making music videos. I love taking pictures. Yeah, so my DSLR, my babies.
I wonder what they wear. Canons?
Mascara, because it's 2020 and it's all right for boys to wear makeup to look nice and pretty. So mascara. Right. Quick number 11, which everyone must have, is a Frenchman.
Yep.
Frenchman.
A French guitarist, beautiful number 11.
I'm Ren's favorite object.
Can't be without him. Cool, thank you very much.
His Epiphone back here too. In the back here, Romain's Epiphone, right?
11.
I'm Ren's favorite object.
Can't be without him. Cool, thank you very much for looking at all my possessions. Now off.
Now fuck off. Especially with me getting all the like names and brands and stuff wrong, I can fuck off. I can do that. I appreciate this one, man. That was a lot of fun. Make sure there's nothing left here. 3 seconds. No, just a sweet beat. I appreciate this one, man. That was pretty cool. Love the George Foreman. The fan art thing is really neat. I got a few things in here too that I really appreciate. And yeah, I'm gonna have to look into the Japanese Fender thing. Maybe I just haven't thought about Fenders in so long. But that's so funny. So let me clarify the speaker thing. So I've been to the Yorkville shop, but I have the Yamahas. I have the smaller version of the ones that he has. And I probably have an older model if I'm being perfectly honest. I think the horn's a little bit different, but I just haven't looked at them in a while. I've got different speakers up here now. But yeah, man, it looked like a bro cave. It looked like he just had stuff out so you could just grab it and use it. Like it's all about creating. It's all about inspiration. Like at the time of, you don't want to have to set up and find things and plug things in. You just want it to work, right? And that comes down to like even just listening to music and being inspired and finding new inspiration in the music, right? Yeah. Yeah, man, that was cool. I would vibe with Ren. I mean, we all would. Come on, let's be real. I'll have the link to this, though, in the description box if y'all want to watch this one, too. Appreciate y'all being patient with me and my brain farts. We'll see you on the next one.